July 2020 monthly reading. Don't forget that you can check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, stellium signs too for like a choose your own adventure story here. And then you can see what's resonating with you and at what part in your chart it's resonating to get a better and deeper understanding of how this energy and other energies might be affecting you in this next coming month. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start shuffling your cards. Okay, Pisces, interesting. So you guys might be making some kind of a decision this month, and you're really trying to balance out your intuition, which is strong, I gotta say. Well, obviously you guys are Pisces, right? And especially those of you who have Vedic Nakshatra, first of all, thank you for being alive and walking this earth and spreading all of the love that you do spread. But this is definitely Vedic Nakshatra coming through. You guys are being sweet, caring, loving people. Not just if you have Rivati in your chart, which is the tail end of Pisces, if you're born towards the end there. But I just feel like you have a lot of love and you're channeling all of this. So there's some kind of decision that you really need to make a judgment call. And it's like your head and your heart are at odds with each other. But it's more than just your head and your heart. It's like your downloads and your connection to the divine is kind of pulling you, giving you some kinds of information. Your intuition's going off about something. It's been going off about something here in the past. And you have been trying to look into this. You've been trying to really get to the bottom of this. Now, I see this decision coming to the forefront here in July, and you're going to make some kind of judgment call. You are going to, and I really see you making this judgment call and not looking back in some kind of way. You are trying to step into the fullness of your authentic self, and that is your fullness as an intuitive, spiritual kind of being. Some of you guys are not out of the spiritual closet, and if I mean, you're a Pisces, so it's just kind of assumed that you're in there, but not everybody, I guess, speaks astrology, but you are a divine person. Like you do have some kind of connection with the divine. I feel like maybe some of you guys are wondering if you can trust this connection with the divine, with the shadow attribute being delusional rapport with the divine. So it's almost like you're judging yourself within your own internal space of, what's going on here. You have a lot going on under the surface this month, like a lot. You have a lot of thoughts going on. And like I said, you have a lot of these like spiritual downloads and you're trying to hear yourself. And what does that mean? Because are you your thoughts? Are you your feelings? Are you this combination of both? Are you the decider? Like where are you in this? That's something that you're trying to find for yourself so that you can fully step up into yourself here. And that's something it's so beautiful, and it's coming about here. You guys have been, possibly some of you guys have been studying the mystical arts here in the past, and you want to, again, come out of the spiritual closet where you want people, maybe you want to share this knowledge with the group in some way, or a spiritual group. You want to maybe start offering some kind of service or something, and you're just on the fence about that, because I feel like this is a decision that once you do it, it's like there's almost no going back, like if you put yourself out there in some kind of way. But I do feel like there's some kind of moment, some of you guys feel judged for something. There's some kind of, for being yourself, or for some kind of self-expression here. And you're juggling something. So a lot of you, this is interesting. I do see that there is a group here. So some of you guys, maybe you're returning to some kind of group. You're deciding whether or not you're going to return to some kind of group, or if you're going to go off on your own and do something else, do something a little bit more private here. I see if, going back to a group this is a group that you really love and care about. There's friends that are on your mind, your community, your speech, and Mercury is in retrograde. And I feel like that, and I can't remember if it's the 12th or the 15th. because it's Mercury retrograde and I'm a Gemini Sun, Gemini Mercury in Western, so I'm all kinds of scrambled. But I do feel like Mercury retrograde could be definitely impacting your own internal processes, because I feel like you are doing a lot of reflecting on who you are and on your spirituality and on, I feel like, some kind of spiritual gift or talent that you have, and how you're going to explain this to a group of people, or how you're going to give this some kind of communicative life. And that's something that's a really high vibrational use of this Mercury retrograde, Pisces. Like, I just got to say, I just got to commend you. Not that you need it, because especially those of you, again, who are in that Mercury ruled nakshatra of Revati, you guys might be getting some kind of downloads, but you don't know if you can trust it, because Mercury is in retrograde and there is a part of you that feels a little bit scrambled. And so my advice to you here is, don't make this decision until after Mercury goes direct, if you can all avoid it. Because you've been holding this back for some, and you're going to come out and be more of yourself here. But I think that you're afraid in the future. It's like, interesting. You might be walking away from something in the future because it's just not being accepted. So you are in like hyper observational mode in July. You are hyper observant of the people around you. You are hyper observant about your own internal processes and these messages and observations that you're making about your own external surroundings. Some of you guys might be considering like moving away from a group of people that maybe you don't vibe with, because you want to, some of you guys have been like removed a little bit. So maybe you want to like find a group of people that you more jive with. But in the future, it's like maybe you decide to try to give somebody your cup of love here. But you feel like they're really not taking it. So you might choose to walk away from something, because the Eight of Cups is all about, walking away from the lowlands of water to the highlands of air, and you have this happening up here overall for you. It's not like it's terrible, like whatever is going on here. It's just that you don't really feel seen. There's like a part of you that you don't feel this group sees or understands. Maybe you feel partially judged by this group in some way. And so you're observing, you're really taking stock of like where you belong. Where do you belong? Where can you be yourself? Where can you feed both sides of you? I feel like you like to learn, you're very curious, but you also, you have this side to you that is this mystic. And honestly, Pisces, you guys probably do have Aquarius somewhere in your chart, but we are making this transition, especially heavy this year, from Pisces to Aquarius energy. So that might be throwing you a little bit off kilter, where you're wondering about your place in some kind of spiritual group, or maybe it's got you questioning certain things about your spirituality or something like this. But I got to tell you guys, Pisces it's moving the second house of values. Like, you guys have a lot that is valued in this next, like your work isn't done here, but I feel like you might be feeling that a little bit. You might be checking some of your beliefs, because maybe you guys might be going through some kind of disillusionment process where there were some beliefs that you had, that you are presented with some kind of different information, and you're changing your mind about it. You're changing your mind about something. You're most definitely changing your mind about something. You're considering things. And it's like left brain, right brain conversation going on here. But it's all like, I do feel like it's happening beneath the surface and within a group setting. Be careful during Mercury retrograde, just because, I don't know, I'm getting that, like, some of you guys might say something. You might say like something about like your spirituality, or something about like a download that you had that people are going to judge you for. And I don't want to scare you. I'm not trying to scare you. Like, you guys are showing up as powerhouses here. You already know, but yeah, there's some kind of underlying belief system with a group that's coming through here. And so it's really telling you with the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here that you're, like I said, you're in this hyper observation mode. You're learning the lay of the land, and you're not really, it's advised that you don't take action right away. You might even want to with the air card, but it's telling you not to take action right away and to really like really sit with it, observe the lay of the land, and put some kind of a delay, like move in the direction that you want to go, but put some kind of a delay on it, because something's going to become more clear. And I think that'll probably happen when Mercury goes more direct. Like you're going to have some kind of clarity here. Maybe there's a King of Swords involved, someone very intelligent, highly educated. But again, it's like there's some piece of evidence. Maybe this is an expert, like you, and you don't have to know this person. This could be something you see on the news or read in a magazine or hear on NPR or something, where you're like, you hear some kind of piece of information and it challenges a belief or something. So it does, it's putting you in this state of confusion and you feel pulled in, you know, a couple of ways. Some of you guys, maybe this has to do with like family legacy, but oh my gosh, look at this. I've never seen this happen before. This came out 1, 2, 3, 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. You could be entrenched in something. Okay, so this could be a big deal for some of you guys, where this is like, you're changing Pisces, like, and so some of you guys, like, you just need to get away and clear your head. Let me get another deck really quick. What is this Four of Cups? I know this Four of Cups with Pisces. Okay. So there's somebody that maybe you want to share this with, somebody that whose opinion that you very much value, but you're in your head a lot. And so maybe this is also saying that you're trying to figure this out and somebody's trying to offer you their cup of love and they're going to walk away. Yeah, somebody has like a lot of feelings for you here with the Queen of Cups. But they're like, they don't know. There's a lot of should I stay or should I go? And that energy might be kind of leaking around to someone around you. For some reason I'm thinking this might be a child. You're doing a lot of thinking this month, Pisces. Yeah, I just feel like there's some kind of confusion. But you're keeping it to yourself. And I do feel like there's a lot of spiritual activity that's happening with you that you're trying to make sense of. And you're enamored by it. You're in wonder of it. And it might have something to do with the way that you make your money. Some of you guys are thinking about going into spirituality as a career. Some of you guys are in spirituality as a career, but maybe this is, oh my gosh, like I'm just almost getting someone changing like their whole religion or something, but it's like you, maybe you built something here already. I'm not trying to laugh. I'm an air sign, and my first emotion is always confusion, such a mental emotion to have. And sometimes I can get uncomfortable when I feel overwhelmed, and that's what that was. You're just really trying to make a clear, level-headed decision. And you know what? You are doing a good job of keeping your head above water here. Whoa, head above water. Head above water. You're trying to keep your head above water this month. So you're trying to see clearly because you feel like there's some kind of spirituality or some kind of your inner feelings, your inner self. It's like clouding your judgment a little bit. And so you're trying to keep clear-headed so that you can make these... make a choice and make some kind of... Oh my gosh, you have some kind of choice to make and you're confused about it. That's really what it comes down to here. This is insane. This is insane, Pisces. This is big. You have 3 kings coming out. Some of you guys have a choice between 3 kings. 3 very masculine energies that all have different ways of approaching life. They're all very accomplished. And this is like, which one should you choose? Maybe this is like a thing. Who should you be with? Who should you follow? Who should you listen to? These could all be authority figures. I'm definitely getting like authority. Maybe these are the voices in your head. You have like your money voice, your career voice, you have your logical voice, and you have your passionate voice. And you know you have to make a choice between them. But it's like your mind can be your greatest ally or your greatest enemy here. But I think it's going to change for you around mid-month because with this Magician card here, again, this is the energy of Mercury. And it's you stepping into your own power and combining all of these, right, in some kind of way. You could be meeting Gemini or Virgo. Gemini or Virgo might be able to help you here because there's a lot of mental confusion here, especially a Virgo. Virgo's your opposite sign. You're trying to get clarity. You guys are really going through it. Like, I really do feel that there's some kind of dark night of the soul here. And I'm an air sign, like I was just saying. And I'm so tempted, like, if this were me hearing this message, like, I would almost be tempted to be like, this is no big deal. I can totally handle this. But I gotta say, it feels pretty heavy, actually. You know? Just because something, and I don't need to, listen to the Gemini explaining to the Pisces that, you know, it's okay to take emotions seriously. Oh, let me put that down. So, yeah, there's some kind of changeable energy here, and I do feel like there's some kind of idea that you have happened across, or that crosses your path in some way, that it puts you in a little bit of a free fall, and it causes you to have to make some kind of decision, and it does become a battle of, like, kind of, I really am hearing keeping your head above water, and also don't forget to kind of delay until after that Mercury retrograde, at least, to make some kind of decision here. So this is what I have for you, Pisces. Take care of yourself, you know, drink lots of water, and I will check in with you guys next month, and we'll see how it's going. Bye, guys.